and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Batum's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Good work there as it goes. Middleton's got the first points up on the board here for the Bucks. George against DiVincenzo. And George kicks to Jackson. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Nobody near Leonard. And a miss there on the triple. The wide open look here for Lopez. No good on the triple.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it. You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Outside Holiday. Hits it from three-point range.
The problem for your perimeter defense, if you close hard on Holiday, he can put the ball on the floor and beat you that way.
Now, here is George. Inside. Zubac's the pass to George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Zubac's. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Stolen by Zubac's. Stolen by Holiday. Knocked loose. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now, here's George. Good on the shot.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
On the wing, Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard against Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. And George kicks to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now, here's George. Out to Morris. Shoots over Tucker. Los Angeles with another miss.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Antetokounmpo finds Tucker. Here's Connaughton. Down low. George against Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Leonard. Now the feed to Patterson. And good that time. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Holiday. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Fast break, Milwaukee for the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. George way outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. George has got 5 points so far. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead by 1. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Holiday. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Holiday against Rondo. Here's Forbes. Offensive rebound. Portis. Here's Connaughton. The 3-pointer off the mark. Snatched away. Portis, the pass to Holiday. Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
One of the finest combo guards in this league. You can have Drew initiate, or you can play him off the ball.
Outside Rondo. And he banks in the layup. Oturu's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Connaughton. Back to Holiday. Beyond the arc. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Kennard for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Holiday attacking Forbes. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Absorbing contact on the shot. Forbes with the concentration to where it doesn't matter.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. In the corner, it's Morris. Pass to Kennard. Back to Morris. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Kennard's shot is off. The Bucks trail. Holiday, no one around him. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Rondo passes to Coffey. Back to Rondo. No good there. Good D by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Tucker. Cans it from downtown. And the Bucks lead by 2. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. The pass to Connaughton. Lopez with the ball. Defended by Batum. Paul George with the steal. And it's George finishing it off. George has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
The anticipation for the steal, the athleticism on the finish. Paul George is a game changer.
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. No good on the 3. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Giannis inside. Defended by Batum. Clock at 4. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
From deep, George. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. .34 seconds left in the first half. And here is Antetokounmpo. The dish to Lopez. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jackson has the open look. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And a close game so far to the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Batum passes to Jackson. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
The Bucks shooting 40% from the field. Outside, Antetokounmpo. He kicks to Middleton from the arc, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Middleton's got 8 points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Basket counts.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Holiday looking for an opening. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Takes a 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Giannis outside. Dishes to Middleton. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside, George kicks it to Jackson. Outside, Leonard fires the 3. No good on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. And it's off from three-point range.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. The lead is 2. Outside, Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Middleton. From 11 feet away, another miss by Middleton. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. The high post shot, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Jackson against Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. From deep. Offensive rebound. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
George finds Leonard. George against DiVincenzo. George passes to Zubac. Now here's Leonard, guarded closer.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
For 3, Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Both teams deciding to change it up. 51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Holiday. Pass to Connaughton. On the wing, Giannis. Lays it up off the glass. Giannis has got 6 points. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Rondo finds Morris. Holiday against Rondo. Passes it to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. This one for 3. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers lead by 1. Don't go in. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And Tucker kicks to Antetokounmpo. Holiday up top. He's covered by Rondo. Portis in the post. And that one's drained from the low block. Portis has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks. Rondo passes to Oturu. Rondo against Holiday. Again, the Clippers.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. On the wing, Giannis. There's the lob to Portis. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Kennard on the wing. And the pass to Coffey. But they'll get another chance. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Portis trying to free himself. Misses the three. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Morris, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Shoots the three. And it's Leonard missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Portis. Outside Holiday. Back to Portis. Pass to Tucker. Bucks passing it around. For three, Middleton. Milwaukee the rebound. It's good on the putback. Portis has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
This is what Portis looks to do. He looks to outwork you and punish you.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Important time in the game in terms of momentum. You see Reggie willing to put the team on his back.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. 1:32 left in the fourth. And Giannis throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Jackson. Outside, George. And the shot goes down.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And 1:01 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. The offensive rebound. Kicks it down to Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Middleton. Launches a three. They shoot again. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. George has got the ball. It falls!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And that'll be two. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the inside, Zubac kicks to George. Off target from downtown. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. They break the will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Outside, Covington to the left wing. And that one drops.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
George looking around. And Batum kicks to Leonard.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to Zubats. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now here's Lillard. From deep. They get it again.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Now here's Jackson. High post, Zubats. Here's Leonard. No good off the back of the rim. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a feature in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Now, here's Zubats. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. They now take the lead. Zubats has got his second basket.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Covington kicks to Lillard. And there's the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. The tray. Knocks down the 3-ball. Lillard's got 5.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
McCollum against George. Jackson in the corner. 6 to shoot. And George, here we go. Count that bucket.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Lillard left side. Stolen by Zubats. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Leonard. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Outside, George. From past the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Pass to Jackson. Zubats with it. He's guarded by Nurkic. Count the basket. He's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Portland's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Powell, the pass to Covington. Back to Powell. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Lillard misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Jackson has the open look. The Clippers keep it alive. Stolen by McCollum. Three-pointer, Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we'll be back with you.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
They've got Anthony, also Ennis Cantor out there. Derek Jones is out there with McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots, that's pretty.
To the paint, lays it up and banks it in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Simons surveying the D. Passes to Cantor. Uncovered. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Down low. Here's Rondo. Pass to Kennard. Inside. Here's Oturu. And Jones sends it back. And he gets it back. Portland trailing here. McCollum outside. Over to the left wing. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Rondo. D right on him. Charity stripe shot. Tries again. On the wing, Morris. Here's the three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Portland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And here's McCollum for three. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Kennard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree. And staying with the play, Anthony. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
You know, you have to like the activity from your superstar. Anthony staying involved even off the basketball.
Rondo passes to Patterson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Can't hit from in close.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
And then Jones with the jam.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Rondo with the ball. Now Anthony defending.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Up again and staying with the play, Anthony. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? In the corner, Kennard with it. Back to Rondo. Now the dish to Patterson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Lillard attacking. And again, it's Portland converting.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the middle, stolen by Cantor. And now Portland on the break. Jones is running. The layup missed. Clippers trail by 6. Patterson finds Morris. Makes it off the glass. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris, adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
Lillard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
Pretty much all of their buckets
coming from inside the paint now.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kennard, the pass to Patterson. It's tipped.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
Lillard from outside. They get the rebound.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the open. Thanks for joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clippers trail by 8. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Portland.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Nobody near George. Trains the three-pointer. George has got 7.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 6.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
From deep, George gets the three-pointer to fall.
I'll tell you, his ability to stretch the floor is crucial to this team. Pretty play.
McCollum against George. Lets it go with the 3. McCollum, no good. Clippers trail by 4. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
The Clippers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Portland leading by 3. Looking to end his cold spell. It's Powell on the wing. Offline with his 3. Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
They get it back.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing here by 8. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. That one goes. Count it.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Here's Jones. It's Powell on the wing. Right wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
It's good from long range.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Lillard looking around. That one drops for him. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Jones against George.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Anthony. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. There's the 3. And it's George again missing. Outside Anthony. Jones dishes to Powell. 1 second left. He takes it up and lays it in. And it's a 10-point Portland lead. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Enes Kanter. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Portland leading by 10. Powell in the high post. Leonard's there. Covington finds Kanter. Here's Simons. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
And it goes down 2 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. McCollum with the ball. From outside the arc, the Trailblazers rebound, and Kanter able to finish.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Rondo looking around. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 10. Now the pass to McCollum. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Little. He's checked in for Norman Powell. And the Clippers making a change here. Now here's Little. He's tightly guarded. And it's McCollum in the corner. The baseline J. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And here's Rondo. Pass to Coffee. Here's Oturu. It's stolen by Little. And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. Covington's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
Rondo with it. Cantor cover. Rondo against Cantor. Rondo kicks to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. McCollum outside. Cantor. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Here's Coffee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Enes Kanter. And the first one drops. Paul George is checked in for Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. To the inside. Little passes to Kanter. Now Little. Kicks it out to McCollum. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Little. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the dunk by Jackson.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
George against McCollum from downtown, and he's good on the 3-ball.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Trailblazers.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
Lillard against Jackson. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Kicks it to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
It's the first that brings them to within 10.
But you love the energy out there. Paul George is an extremely confident, extremely versatile player, and he brings a great level of activity to both ends.
Off target at the rim. So the Trailblazers win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that could be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. The 3 from McCollum drops in the tray.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team. Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
Holiday against Lillard. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. The kick out to Holiday. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And the dunk by Covington.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Here is Lillard. Lopez with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. They get out in transition there.
McCollum outside. Covington kicks to McCollum. Back to Covington. Here's Nurkic. Good D by Lopez.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Got that one up quick. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Now DiVincenzo. After the missed three from Damian Lillard. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Middleton for three, drills it from outside. Middleton's got a couple of threes now in the first for Milwaukee.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Lillard against Holiday.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Middleton for three. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Holiday against Lillard. Middleton for three. Another miss by Middleton.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 14-6 run. Lillard against Holiday. To the paint. Here's Giannis. And Covington sends it back. Here's Lillard. And that one released in time, but no good.
Chris Middleton can guard multiple positions out there, and his defensive effort solid on that play.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stayed
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now, here's Kanter. McCollum, no good. Portis with it. Kanter covering. For three, Middleton. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now Middleton. He's got 6. With the shot. And the shot is long.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Anthony, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Melo showing some muscle, impressive right there with that physical finish.
Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Banked in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 5. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. And it's McCollum off the drive. Now here's Kanter. Defense is right there. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Tries yet again. Kicks it out to McCollum. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Tucker finds Middleton. Takes the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Kanter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Kicks it out to McCollum. Second shot opportunity to the wing right side. Offensive rebound, Cantor. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great sendback.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now, here's Lillard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard scanning the floor. It's Powell on the wing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Now, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
Holiday against Lillard. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Giannis drives in. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now, here's Lillard. Covington finds Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Powell, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good. Milwaukee leading by 6. Holiday with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Covington with the steal. Here's Anthony. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. I'll look at the field goal percentage number. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a... And that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in.
Good instincts from Lillard. Runs that pick and roll all for the setup. Ends with the assist.
Here's the pass to Giannis. And here is DiVincenzo. He gets it in there. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Lillard. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. McCollum finds Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Middleton can't get it to go. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Powell for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
For the lead, second chance shot, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A coachable kid. Cantor uses that little up fake, causes the defender to overreact.
So for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Simons surveying the D. And the layup's good off the glass. Simons has got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Forbes the pass to Middleton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. The Blazers on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. McCollum outside. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Jones. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. They get it back. Back to Cantor. Inside. Outside, Jones launches it. Kept alive. Cantor, the pass to Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Anthony leading the charge.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Nurkic kicks to Anthony. Back to Nurkic. Stolen by Tucker.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
It's McCollum on the wing. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers lead. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And the Bucks, their shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. They've got Jones. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Down low, here's Anthony. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. That one good for 2.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Portland trailing here. Now here's Powell. Dishes it to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Shoots over DiVincenzo. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Anthony against Holiday, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 3-point Bucks lead.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Passes it to Powell. Here's Simons. There's the triple. DiVincenzo with the rebound. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Taken away by Anthony. Here's Simons. Finished off the break.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 1-point game. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Holiday. And the basket by Lillard.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
And here's Holiday. It's deflected, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Now, Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Holiday against Lillard. Yep, that one goes.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Lillard attacking, and that one is good. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Holiday the pass to Lopez. Covington with the steal. Powell with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Cantor coming through here in the clutch.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Here's Holiday. Giannis outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
And the basket by McCollum.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Giannis inside. Covington's there. Yes, that goes in.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Covington kicks to Lillard. Back to Covington. Knocks it loose. Pass to Lillard. A 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Giannis up top. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Well, a little bit each year. Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Money!
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
For the tie, Giannis drives in. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so the big win by Portland. And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come? And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. There's Jackson with the 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Here's the Clippers. 4-point game. The 3 from George. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Holiday against George. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Stolen by Jackson. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. And the Clippers miss again.
0 for 3 now in the early going. Just a little bit out of sync.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Yep, it counts.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Holiday looking over the floor. On the wing, Giannis. And he lobs it up, and Lopez throws it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And George kicks to Jackson. Off target from outside.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Lobbed up there for Lopez. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For the Clippers, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Zubac. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Giannis. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Holiday against Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. The three from George. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And George, here we go. Kicks it out to Leonard. No good from outside. Bucks leading by 4. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The shot's good. Middleton's got his second basket of the game.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Now, here's George. He's guarded closely. Rondo finds Leonard. Stolen by Tucker. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Rondo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Antetokounmpo against Batum. Giannis high post. He's got 5. Middleton. That one rolling around and rims out.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot. They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
Leonard, that's for 2.
As a defender, Middleton can suffocate you with his length.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Clippers right now, Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And there's Jackson, and it's Mann in at the 2 spot. And here are the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. There's Jackson with the 3. That shot off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Near the 3-point line, it's DiVincenzo. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Morris.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
DiVincenzo with it. Passes to Portis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Already with a lot of muscle packed onto his frame, Bobby Portis able to finish through contact.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Now, here is Morris. Jackson has the open look. Offensive rebound. Morris outside. Zubac, the second chance points on the tip in. Zubac has got his first bucket in this one.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's DiVincenzo. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. The pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. He dishes it to Patterson. Jackson with it. Picked up by Portis. To the paint. Shoots it. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Jackson.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Portis. Shoots over Zubac. That one off the back iron and out. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And the wide open shot from Morris. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks leading by 5. Pass to Connaughton. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Cutting his teeth in his Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. The dish to Forbes. For 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac in the post. Makes it off the glass. Zubac has got 4 this quarter.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Jackson. DiVincenzo against Kennard. 1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. To the right side. Here's Zubac. 3-pointer. Tries again. Over Lopez. And he could not. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Middleton on the wing. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Stolen by Zubac. Batum dishes to Jackson. Chalk up 2 there. Jackson's got his second bucket.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Forbes. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 3. Outside Rondo passes it to Morris. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 1. Kenny, what's your viewpoint? Well, and that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game, great performance by Brook Lopez.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4-man position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Outside Holiday. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
An all-star, a leader, Jrue Holiday can be counted on night in and night out to make a difference.
George finds Leonard. Off target with his three.
Okay, that's frustrating. We work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Middleton up top. He's covered by Rondo. Puts up a three. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
There's the pass to Leonard. Good on the triple. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
Rondo against Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 2.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
George way outside. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And it's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And the three off target. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And it's George finishing it off.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Holiday against Rondo. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. George with no one around. That doesn't go either for George.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Outside, Batum. DiVincenzo against George. Count that one.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. 1:21 left to play in the third. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Back to Leonard for the lead. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
Beautiful stroke, a direct result of all the hard work Leonard's put in.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton from 13. Here's Lopez, the kick out to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around for 3. Middleton can't hit that one. Clippers leading by 3 for the finish, and George with the stuff.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Now here is Holiday. To end the run. And again, the Bucks miss. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And it's George missing. Milwaukee has gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Lopez right side. Back to DiVincenzo. Off target from 3-point range.
Whoa, that's
Paul George. He's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action after this word. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac, Luke Kennard out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Rajon Rondo.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Holiday, and the rejection by Jackson. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Antetokounmpo.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Jackson. Morris, left side. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. The Bucks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Kicks it down to Middleton. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Pushing it up. And Giannis throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now here's Jackson. Inside. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Free throw line jump shot. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Antetokounmpo against Zubac. Pass to Middleton. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Holiday against Jackson. Stolen by Tucker. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's Connaughton. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Guarded by Jackson. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
Now, here's George. And it's in there.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Nwora, defended by Batum. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. One-on-one here. Here's Leonard. Again, the Clippers.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Antetokounmpo against Batum. Antetokounmpo passes to Tucker. Here's Norrell. Back to Connaughton. Clock at 6. Here's Giannis. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. A clear look for George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, a reverse, and he lays it up and in.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Batum.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And an intentional foul right there. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Batum. At the elbow, it's George. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Leonard. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
For 3, Middleton. He doesn't hit that one. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. 6 on the shot clock. Batum passes to George. Lays it up and banks it in.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Lillard surveying the D. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. The shot missing. Excellent D there from George. On offense, here are the Clippers. Leonard finds Batum. Shoots over Powell. Zubac trying to break loose. A shot by Batum, no good. To the inside, here's McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And George, here we go. And the layup falls.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Here's Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here is George. Here's Leonard. Can't get it to fall.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard outside. Here's Nurkic. And the rejection by Zubac. The shot by George. Wide open. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 7 points in the game. Lillard against George. Lillard attacking. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Connects from three-point range. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Jones, the pass to McCollum. No good on the 3. The Clippers trail. Kicks it out to Leonard. And Cantor pulls it down. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And a wide open look for McCollum. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Simons. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Simons has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Now here's McCollum. Lets the three fly. Rajon Rondo with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4. Morris dishes to Rondo to the middle, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. Here's Simons. Cantor. Pass to Simons. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simons has got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
On up the court. McCollum outside. Fires for 3. Rondo with the rebound. Morris looking over the floor. Down low. Just 3 on the clock. And there's the nice layup by Rondo.
And Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 4. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
On the floor for Portland, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Now Anthony. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Kanter. Lays it up off the glass.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Clippers trail by 4. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Rondo kicks to Morris. Over Anthony. Morris with the bucket.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris, adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Powell, the pass to Kanter. And he banks in the layup. Kanter's got 4 this quarter.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
And George, here we go. Misses the one-handed jam. Portland leading by 4. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Boy, not only can Paul George get off the dribble drive, but you see the strength to absorb the contact and finish. Nice.
Up top, Powell. Kennard covering. Powell, the pass to Kanter. Back to Powell. 2 on the clock. Kanter doesn't go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. George against Jones. Zubac kicks to George. And George with the stuff.
Well, you love the tenacity. Paul George cannot be contained when he gets near the 10.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Cantor. And he lays it straight in. Cantor's got 6.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Rondo passes to Kennard. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Little. Great D that time from Batum.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Good. He's got 15.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
George against Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Puts the move on. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The Clippers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Man's checked in.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. The 3 from George. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
You have got to be aware of Paul George. He is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Lillard against George. McCollum outside. Little passes to Lillard. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Paul George, taking care of business in this one. He had 20 points and 1 rebound. And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from George.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Batum is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson, and it's man in at the 2. Here's Leonard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Great positioning on the putback. Oturu's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Los Angeles. To the paint, it's stolen by Morris. Leonard with the ball. Now Covington defending. And Batum kicks to Jackson. Back to Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Lillard outside. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Lillard. And here comes the break. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Jackson against McCollum. Los Angeles leading by 4. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morris. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Lillard, and that one good.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Leonard attacking. It's good. Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call for the Trailblazers. Giles comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Robert Covington. Rondo passes to Zubac. Rondo dishes to Patterson. Kicks it out to Leonard. In the corner, it's Patterson. Outside Rondo. And there's the pass to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Powell. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game. But his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Leonard. Inside. That's tipped. Lillard outside. The 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
1:49 left here in the 3rd quarter. Rondo kicks to Leonard. He gets that one. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Giles. And Enes Kanter's subbed in for Anthony. Passes it to Powell. And it's McCollum in the corner. Nurkic kicks to Powell. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nurkic finds McCollum. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Leonard looking around. Pass to Zubac. And it's good for 2. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. George with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. The finish. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, the length of Paul George, creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
McCollum outside. The 3 ball. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Outside, George. On the wing, Jackson. Outside, George. To the inside, Nurkic with the steal. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Los Angeles on top, leading by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Portland, we've got Robert Covington, also Enes Kanter out there. Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard. Outside Anthony. The feed now to Kanter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. And Portland with a change here too. Nurkic checked in for Robert Covington. Rondo against Lillard. Pass to Oturu. Nurkic with the steal. Inside, Kanter dishes to Anthony. Lillard against Rondo. Kicks it out to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Oturu, the pass to George. There's the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Oturu's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's McCollum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First free throw is good. And so McCollum nails both of them. And here is Los Angeles now. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. George looking around. And he elevates, and then the slam. Kanter did not like that.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition. Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
George with the ball. And the pass to Leonard. Outside, Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The free throw drops for Zubac. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Norman Powell subbed in for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
3-pointer Lillard. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
Here we go, one-on-one. Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for McCollum. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Over George. Giles. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside, George takes the three. Powell pulls it in.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Lillard misses.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And the Clippers making a change here. And here's Leonard. Outside, George. Back to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Three-pointer. And that one is off. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Here's Lillard. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
That's his first personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
And here's McCollum for three. And no good. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. It was a fantastic ball game.